Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe 2, the channel. We have a review of for you today of the Stug 3 Ausführung G, the German Tier 5 tank destroyer. It was initially designed as a assault gun to boast the firepower of Panzergrenadier divisions, mounting low velocity guns, 7.5 centimeter guns, which fired nice HE shells, some AP shells, and bit of APCR mostly. But as the war progressed, basically the Russians came up with bigger, better and better tanks, and then the Germans needed high velocity anti-tank guns on the Stugs, because these were the tanks that were produced in the biggest numbers in World War II. Not the Panzer IV, not the Tigers, not the Panthers. The Stug was the most numerous armored vehicle available, armored fighting vehicle available to the German arsenal, if you take a look at the tanks. So yeah, it needed a good gun. It is a sleek tank destroyer, it is a sleek design, it is a sleek design in real life, it is a sleek design in World of Tanks Blitz, and it features good penetration, as you can see here on this KV-1. And lo and behold, it was already a good tank, but it has been buffed in update 4.4 a few months ago. This is one of the few lines I hadn't done anything on yet. I still have pretty much the French light line to go, and the American heavy line as well. Thank you very much, blind shot, blind kill. But I just decided to try a bit of work on the German tank destroyer line using the Hetzer and then some of the other tanks as well. And yeah, when the Stug was available, I decided to buy it. Hadn't driven it until it was buffed. I didn't realize it was getting buffed. I had no proper knowledge about that, but I decided to drive it anyways because yeah, it was good, and then it got buffed. I haven't got a clue why, but it's welcome anyway. So yeah. What has been buffed on the tank is, I think, the engine power mostly, and a fair few bits also on the traverse. It traverses like a maniac. I've subtitled this review "The Lightning Bolt" because it is a lightning bolt. In a way, it plays like I don't know, like a non-turreted mobile heavy tank, medium tank. It is so super quick to pick up. It is traverses like a demon, like a lightning bolt. It has a good gun. Rate of fire is brilliant, 160 alpha, as you can see. The only thing that you could argue might be a bit better is maybe the aim time and the reverse speed, but even that is pretty good. And if you are playing as top tier, as you can see here on Rockfield, you don't really need any premium ammunition whatsoever. Even against tanks like the 82, frontally, a bit of a problem. But through the sides, you can just shoot through no problem whatsoever. So it is a tank, it's a top tier bully. If to play it a bit more conservative as bottom tier, I'm going to show you some bits on the armor profile later. I'm going to show you a very campy game on Dead Rail, but I have my reasons for that, and obviously some full stats and numbers, bells and whistles review coming up. As we mop up over here on the Chinook, yes, you can shoot the back of a Chinook nicely with HE, no problem about that, but the side you will go through just very easily. You can see we've taken only one hit. We've managed to dodge the shots from the enemy and basically seal club a bit, and without playing really hard, I managed to pump out 1.7k. The first game I had on this one, I did 2.8k, 1 versus 4 Kolobanov. I didn't record it, unfortunately, but yeah, this was a fairly simple game, and 1.7k damage, not too bad for a tier 5 tank destroyer. So let's take a look at the armor profile, and after that, stats and numbers. So here it is, Stug 3 in Armor Inspector. As you can see, most of the armor is centered around the gun mantlet, 80 mils, mostly 100 mils at the maximum, and it is a bit of spaced armor, which can help if people start to shoot heat rounds at you. And you have armor on your front plates, on the left side of the gun where the driver is seated, and on the right side of the gun, and that frontal plate on the transmission, and the rest isn't, well, it hasn't got a lot of armor. It's 30 mils on the side, which is thin enough to be penetrated by KV2s, which I have found out already, both on the receiving end and on the damage dealing end. But how you will want to be playing the Stug 3 is like this. Use the maximum gun depression you have available, which is 7 degrees. Use the maximum traverse to the left and to the right, which you can see here as well. And if you then use that sleek profile of the gun, of the tank, you can put it into a position like this, which gives you a few autobounce angles on the left side and on the right side of the superstructure, and on those top plates, those sloped plates, left and right side of the gun. Obviously there are still weak spots at the driver's hatch, weak spots on the left and the right side of the superstructure. But you're minimizing the possibilities of the red team hitting you. You don't want to be crashing over a hill and showing your lower plate, because you will get hit badly. That said, big tier 6 guns, they will chew you up, spit you out and eat you for breakfast 9 out of 10 times. Why is that? You just don't have the armor really. There just isn't really armor on a tank. That said, stats and numbers. You can see the DPM of the tank, it's only exceeded by the S35 and the SU85, so yeah, top of the line mostly. In terms of penetration and damage, it's also pretty much similar to most of the tier 5 tank destroyers. It has a good gun, it is a German gun, but it isn't as accurate as a few of the other guns on the line. You can compare all the sets and numbers there. But if you then take a look at this bit over here, the movement and the mobility, that's where the Stug 3 Ausführung G excels. It's a very quick tank, 55 kilometers top speed, only the DevTools is a bit quicker. But the Stug, it just picks up so really fast. It's like a lightning bolt, like I've mentioned. It's the subtitle for this review. It is in the thumbnail. And it's very quick, and I'm going to show you just that in the second game after the stats and numbers. Here are the Blitz stars data for 90 days in terms of how people perform in the tank. And yeah, you can perform really well, provided you take care and keep a keen eye on your weak spots, because you do have weak spots. I've cut out the first, well, say a minute or so, half minute of this game on for the spare. You can see I'm trying to go a hull down as much as possible over there. I want to shoot a tank, maybe left or right. You could argue this was a bit of a mistake by going in here, because I'm too close to the front line. Once I have fired, we can put a shot on that SU-100. Why we didn't penetrate, which is unfortunate, but you can already see I'm very low to the ground. I can shoot him now. I haven't got a clue what the box tank is moving in, and we get shot once, twice and 3 times by that AMX 12T, but we also bounce a shot 90 damage blocked from that MT25. And here we bounce another shot from the left, because we jink our tank back. We bounce a shot on a gun mantlet. And yeah, that's what you can do in the tank. If you put it in a position like this, you are very quick. Even the reverse speed is good enough. It would have been better if it was just a bit quicker than it is before. But you can also see I'm putting a shot into that Sturmgeschütz over there. Quick shot into the AMX. We do track him in place. We bounce a shot because he probably rushes the shot. And now I'm just diving in. I want to get away as quickly as possible. I was hoping the MT25 wasn't facing our way, but he is. So we die. We don't forget out, happens, but yeah, we've done our part, and if I were to go down, I might as well go down taking a shot or maybe killing someone. I could have rammed him probably, but we don't. We still have a full health AMX 12T left. We have a fairly nice health SU-100 left and a stock ARL 44, and they're going to help us out here and win the game for us, which is nice of them. We're not going to watch the whole game, onwards and upwards into that rail. And for that rail I have cut out even more bits of the beginning of the match, because you can see the spawns are opposite the position I am now. There wasn't really anything to do. They have 3 heavies, 2 lights and 2 mediums. We have mostly tank destroyers, so in that regard bit of a strange matchmaking stuff, but why not swap around a bit, but hey ho. This is not a matchmaking video. This is a video on what you should do in the Sturmgeschütz, and you can see I'm using it like that non-turreted light / medium tank that it is, in my opinion. It's got the mobility of a medium tank, it has the gun of a medium tank, or maybe even the mobility of a light tank, and you can put a fair few shots into tanks if you are in a position to be successful. We are successful here on this Crusader. We can put a shot into the AMX, hopefully. I don't know where that one went, but it didn't hit apparently. We're going to put a blind shot in, just hoping that we might hit him. Nothing available here. We are one tank down, but you can see from the minimap we are well and nicely spread out. And because the reds are mostly at our spawn, I decided to camp the ridge and just sit here and put effective fire in. Basically, am I going to camp? Yes, I'm going to camp in a way, because I'm going to just sit here and fire away. But we are firing away like a mother buzzer. As you can see, we've put this KV2 ablaze. He has been set on fire. This one connects and we kill him. And this is what you can do in this tank. I mean, I could go charging balls deep and try to kill other tanks, but I don't. And why am I not doing that? Because I'm, as you can see, basically shooting on the reload. And I don't really like to sit in the back. I can't really sit in the back. I'm far too worried people might say, "Ooh, bloody, you're a camper." Here I'm taking a bit more time for my shot, but I do track the AMX into place. We're going to shoot him again, aim for the position where his track wheel was. We missed the shot, but probably maybe hit him, bounced him. Then the Easy 8 is well, kind enough to catch a shot for the AMX, and we can again, you can see, fire on the reload. There comes a Wild Crusader who suddenly appears. Trying HE, that's not possible. Going to be low muzzle velocity as well, so I decided to swap back to AP anyways, so I can still hit him. And you can see we're just firing away. It's firing on the reload all the time. There we go, one shot into the AMX. Thank you very much. Can we put another shot into the AMX? No. Okay, now we'll try to kill the Crusader. There we go. We bounce a shot on his tracks. Adrenaline has already reloaded. We can shoot the Crusader again. Thank you very much. And then the VK is available. We damage his tracks, which is unfortunate, but we can kill the AMX. Thank you very much. But we can't, unfortunately, kill the VK 3002M. But you can see I'm still full health. We have an SU 100 full health. We have a VK 3001D full health by spreading out on that map. And the reds being bundled up. I mean, it's usually a good tactic being in a group, but this was mostly a lemming train. But you can see from this game, 2.1k damage. Yes, I was camping like a mother buzzer, but I'm not afraid to admit it. Why am I not afraid to admit it? This was putting effective fire in, 2k damage in a tier 5 tank destroyer. That's, well, 3 times my hit points worth done. And a halogen medal as well, which I haven't got a lot from, so happy to get that one. We're not going to camp on this match on Mirage, at least not for the first bit, but this is going to be a nice damage game as well, in my opinion, for a tier 5 tank destroyer. Not the big ones, but this is not a 2k damage match, and I'm going to sit in the back first for a bit. Why is that? Because they have an AMX ALC, they have a heavy tank, as you can see, the BDR, they have the RAM over there. And I'm just thinking, okay, nobody's spotting, and I don't really want to be in the front line because this is a fairly open map. But once the first target is spotted, we're going to put effective fire in again, let the reticle shrink down. I've mentioned it on the Rockfield game. This is the one thing that kind of, and I do stress, kind of makes the Stug not as OP as it is really, and it's the, well, it isn't brilliant aim time. It could be a bit quicker. Then again, I'm not having the gun laying drive fitted. I'm only using the top line of equipment at the moment. So that is a rammer, the left thing with the modules. I haven't got a clue what it is, but I'm using that one. And it's mostly top left. Top row, left, left, left. That's my equipment setup. Haven't got any of the other bits fitted yet. I'm not sure whether I will want to keep the Stug as a tank. I have mastered it already, but it is really fun. Don't really think I will be wasting spare parts on it, but it is a good tank. So yeah, that's the review in a nutshell. Be a bit sneaky in the beginning of the game, I think. Hello BDR. Be a bit sneaky in the beginning and then do things like this. Once you face 2 targets at once, or you can't really put your gun to work and be a bit of a scrub, go relocate and go somewhere else. Then shoot a tank, drive past it, use your really quick traverse numbers to shoot them. And this one is even worse. I mean, it's probably a new player, but you can see what I'm doing here. I'm tracking a tank into place, driving around, then shooting him again, tracking him again, and I can't really think of any tank destroyers that can do it as good as the Stug at the moment. Maybe the Jagdpanzer IV, I have unlocked it, I have bought it, I have the first line of equipment unlocked, so that's going to be in a new review as well. Here we have another first class metal top gun and a high caliber, just above 2k damage. So yeah, on this last game I leave you here, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. Thanks for supporting. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I catch you on the next one. Cheers and happy tanking!